On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Mike 36. Mike 30. You're not ready.
Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, the Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-0 Vegas. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a play fake. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Who that? Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
65, 65, 65.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Good job.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Kendall Sheffield on the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
They're on 36-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
You're trapped. Mike's 22. Right now. Hey. Shoot.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade American. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to...
Touchdown, Raiders! It's complete. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson and up and good. And the lead now up to 14. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jacobs, room here to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The extra point by Carson, up and go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And the Raiders have got him.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A crazy sequence here. Huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking downfield for Kelce. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.